What's going on YouTube? Dave back again, and today, guess what? We might be taking a look at the most fidgetable fidget spinner that I've had in my hand in quite some time. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright boys and girls, I hope everybody's been having a great day. Today we're taking a look at a fidget spinner from Wefidget.com. This was actually purchased for me from a Kickstarter, so a thank you Meads for that. He sent it over because he got one as well and he wanted to get my thoughts on it. Without further ado, let's get the lid off. Getting the lid off, you are greeted with the brass spinner. It is in a nice foam packaging, and here we are in all its glory. Now this guy, it's kind of unique. I'm not sure if I really dig this or not yet. I've actually had this for a little while and I've messed with it off and on. It's different. It is definitely different. Now what sets this apart from most of the other spinners that I have ended up having is, well, this is kind of a combination of a fidget spinner and a fidget cube. Surprisingly, the balance is pretty good on it. It does have a little bit of wobble, but that's to be expected with the way that this is ended up made. This is made out of stainless steel and also mostly brass. Now you're probably asking yourself, Dave, what are all those little things that I'm seeing on the sides and right there? And here's the other side. You got some screws holding it together. Well, let me get you a little bit closer and we'll take a look. So here you are all nice and close with the spinner, and let's start off with the buttons. The buttons are pretty cool. I don't have the fidget cube anymore because, well, you guys watch me destroy that. But this has, like the spinners on the fidget cube, you have a little knob that's right there, little nib. So you can use that for fidgeting that way. On the reverse side, you have kind of like a worry stone here. I'm not keen on this, and I'll tell you why. Because the edge of these buttons are pretty sharp. So I would probably run it through a tumbler or sand them down or something before trying to do that, because it catches right here no matter what you end up doing, and it's just uncomfortable. You do have 4 screws that hold this together. I am not going to take this apart because I don't want springs flying everywhere. Speaking of springs, there's a couple of them that are going to be in here. You have a couple that are underneath this. You have 2 stainless steel bearings. They are a good size. And if you can hear, they are clicky, so you can sit and fidget with those. Over here on the side, you'll see these. Now, remember on the fidget cube, you had the little switches. Each one of these has a different retention spring in there. And you can see this one's a little light, this one's a little heavier. I think this one is the heaviest. So you got light next to that one, and then that one. And you can switch these around if you want. You can see Rev Q on the engraving right there. Now, if you're wanting just a general purpose, fidget all around, this might be good for you, but I would definitely, I end up catching myself with this, or if I'm holding it, and these are just really sharp, these little buttons. So I would actually take some sandpaper or something and just round out these little notches on here, because that's what's making it uncomfortable. This one, it's kind of hard to pull back, and that's kind of the purpose on it. This has the heaviest spring over here, where the one opposite to it has the lightest. It seems to be pretty well made. It's held up very well. It does have what you'd consider your standard R188 bearing retention ring that's in there, and yet show without too much reflection because it is kind of super shiny in there. The bearing does seem to be pretty good. I haven't had any burrs, any drag, anything like that, but it does seem to be a standard R188 stainless steel bearing. The buttons, you have a standard just screwed together. Now, because of the weight that is on here, I have gotten a pretty good about 6.5 minute spin time out of here, and that is due to not only the weight that's on these outer edges, but also these stainless steel bearings that are on the end here. It adds a little more end weight. On Wefidget.com, this does come in at about $44 plus shipping, of course. And I have some apprehension about it. Weight, this comes in at a whopping 96 grams or 3.38 ounces. So this sucker is not light in any means. I think that this actually needs, a little bit of work, some rounding, some softening of the edges of the buttons here, and definitely on these. If you're wanting something just to fidget with, and you find one of these that is comfortable, I would personally just pop it apart, pull out the other 3 that you're not going to use, and just leave the one and be good with that. But I would definitely sand down these edges over here and on the button as well. That actually makes it kind of uncomfortable to use. So in closing, would I end up purchasing this? Probably not. Not knowing what I know with it. If you're looking for something unique and you're looking for something with multi-facet fidgetability, this would probably be pretty good for you. But for the pricing and everything, I probably wouldn't end up doing it myself. All right, boys and girls, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching my review of the RevQ Wefidget.com spinner, the multi-facet spinner. Definitely stick around. I think I'm going to be posting up spinner reviews on the weekends only, and then some others maybe here and there. As usual, YouTube, thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.